Hello friends, welcome you all. In the last lecture we have discussed the functions of bank, the primary or traditional functions of banks. In this today's lecture we are going to discuss the secondary functions of banks. Yes. This is the T diagram of functions of bank. We have discussed the primary functions or traditional functions. Primary functions means for the reason bank evolved in the world. The very basic functions, it is called primary function. So in the primary functions we have discussed till the date, that is first accepting deposit. It was the basic function. Demand deposit. Under demand deposit there are two basic, that is current deposit and saving deposit. Second is fixed deposit or time deposit. Third is recurring deposit. The second primary function is advancing loans. So under loans, first is loans, second is cash credit, and C is overdraft facilities. The third primary function is discounting of bills. It is used in the trade when seller sells goods to the buyer. When buyer purchase goods from seller, so uh, it gives some documents or promissory notes which is mentioned in Negotiable Instrument Act, which is given to the seller by buyer. When buyer get seller get that discount of bill, seller goes to the bank and bank gives finance on that particular promissory note. So it is a discounting of bills. Later on we are going to discuss in details. Fourth function we have discussed, that was the credit creation. Credit creation process we have discussed in last lecture. When original banks get 1000 rupees deposit, so it keeps 100 rupees as reserve and gives loans of 900 rupees. In the second step, the first bank gives 900 rupees through check. So that particular check deposited in the second bank gets the 900 rupees deposit. Out of that he keeps 810 rupees as a loan and 90 rupees as a reserve. In the third, the when second bank gets 810 rupees, second bank advances loan 810 rupees through check. It is deposited in the third bank and this process goes on. And some, if we calculate the total amount uh, deposited is 10,000 rupees, 9,000 rupees loans advances by all banks, and reserve is 1000 rupees. So on the basis of 1000 rupees there is the 9000 rupees of credit created by bank. So this has also I have discussed through the table. This is the table and this is the money multiplier and formula on the basis of which we can calculate how much deposit will, uh, how much credit creation done by banks. So let us discuss today the secondary functions of bank. Secondary functions include, first is agency services. What are the agency services? Agency services means as a agent, bank have done these functions. The modern bank act as a special agent of its customer and performs a number of functions for customers and on behalf of customers. The bank provides following services as agent or customer. Number one is transfer of fund. The bank helps its customer in transferring funds from one place to another. The banks have their branches spread through out of entire throughout entire country. They serves as best medium of transfer of fund from one place to another. It is also called remittances of fund. So this is the first agency service function. Second is demand draft. A bank draft is drawn by one branch of bank on another. So a branch of the some bank uh, issues the instrument like a check on the other branch of bank, and it is a payable on demand to the person whose name is mentioned there in according to his order. So on the demand draft, the name of that particular person is mentioned, uh, the payment, who is going to receive payment. So that is demand draft. Third is mail transfer. It is another widely used mode way of transferring fund from one place to another. Bank, after collecting the amount and relevant information, uh, bank after collecting the amount and relevant information, it sends message through ordinary post or email to the payee branch advising it to pay the amount to a specified payer according to his order. So mail transfer, it was the it was the medium of transfer of fund, but the use of mail transfer is now very much reduced due to internet banking and other mode of payment. Third is
Telegraphic transfer. Before the advent of computer, mail, and internet, this was the fastest way to transfer money. In the case of telegraphic transfer, the fund is quickly transferred because the message for transfer is communicated through telegram. Telegraphic transfer. It is outdated now because of the Indian Post have stopped telegraphic services. Next is NEFT, RTGS, and electronically ECS. We called it electronic uh, fund transfer system. NEFT, the full form of NEFT is National Electronic Fund Transfer. RTGS means real time gross settlement. And ECS means electrical clearing system. So these are the modern technologies or the mode of fund transfers. RTGS and NEFT have there some conditions. Limitation of fund means uh, the amount should be more than 2 lakhs. These are the fastest ways of fund transfer with the bank. Now beyond that, the digital payment system or apps or internet banking is the fastest way and widely used due to lockdown and COVID-19 crisis also. The Indian digital payment system is widely used by customers. Recently, with the help of technology, banks have given facility of funds transfer and other banking through various apps, internet banking, mobile banking, etc. So now various private uh, digital payment firms also started giving this service also. Every bank have their own app, mobile app to transfer fund and to do some banking activities or mobile banking, etc. The next is acting as a trustee, attorney, and executor. Banks also act as a trustee, executor, and attorney. A trustee means banks act as a trustee on behalf of customers. Then executor means some orders given by customers, bank follow it, and some deal or some something buying, purchasing, or other deals, bank act as a executor on behalf of customers. Attorney service means acting on behalf of customer, like a advocate act as a attorney from on behalf of customer. Like that, banks also act as a attorney. Modern banks provide these services in return for a reasonable returns. Bank's employees are highly skilled and trained staff who have a long standing experience and business insight. As a trustee, banks takes care of fund of the customer, helps in proper management of the trust. The bank execute the wills of the customers, means whatever the wills of customer, even after the death of customer, bank execute these wills of the customer and execute them after the death even of that customer. Third is collection of customers income. The modern bankers collect the income of his customer, which may come from different sources such as salary, pension, rent, money due on promissory note, coupon, etc. By providing these services, the bank earns some commission as well as goodwill of the customers, which ultimately promotes the business of bank. So next is fourth is payment on behalf of customers. Beside the collection of customers' income, the bank also makes payment on behalf of his customers. The bank pays premium of insurance companies, loans, installment, taxes, subscription or contribution, etc. Fifth is collection of interest and dividend. The bank collects interest on securities and debentures as well as dividend on shares on behalf of customers and credit them into their account. So banks also collect interest, dividend, it does payment on behalf of customers also. Sixth function is purchase and sale of securities. The bank buys and sells shares and securities of private as well as collects dividend of shares on behalf of its customers. Since banks are better in the knowledge of market condition than the common people, they buy and sell shares and securities at the most favorable terms. So banks have a lot of experienced staff and bank have the various knowledge of market. So bank use that particular knowledge for the benefit of customer, and on behalf of customers they bank purchase and sell securities according to the preferences of customer. And last is other agency services. The bank also act as an income tax consultant and gives advice to its customers on income tax matter. The bank may also act as a correspondent agent or a representative of its customer, and obtain passport also, travelers tickets also, booking of hotels also, and other jobs desired by its customers. So according to customers preferences, bank acts as a on behalf of the customer and do lot of works according to the preferences of bank customers. These were the secondary functions of bank. Now look at the general utility services or functions of bank. The modern bank provide a number of utility services to their customers. First is, let us discuss first safe custody of valuables or safe vaults. An important function of modern bank is that of keeping in safe custody of valuables of its customer, such as gold or silver, ornament, shares and debentures, its deposit receipts, life insurance policies, and other important documents they can keep. Bank allot a safe locker to the customers. The bank charges on annual rent for lockers. The rent of vault depends on the size and time of locker. So they allot a separate locker to the customer for safekeeping. It is called safe vaults. We have discussed it in the evolution of banking also. Next is traveler's check. The bank issue traveler's checks for the benefit of its customers to avoid the risk of loss or the inconvenience of uh, uh, with traveling with large amount of cash while traveling. The modern bank issues traveler checks. Traveler checks means in your particular city or place, bank gives you traveler check. You can deposit it whenever you are going to um, visit the tourism places, and there you can deposit on that particular branch and you will get cash there. So the risk of traveling with cash is reduced here. Then letter of credit. Modern bank plays an important role in promoting internal and external trade. So letter of credit represent an assurance by bank to allow the exporter or seller to know about financial position or condition or credit of importer or buyer. So letter of credit provides the exporter or seller and the absolute undertaking, or the gives in a simple words, bank gives the guarantee about that particular customer to the exporter or seller, that is the financial position of buyer or importer is good according to bank balance, bank the transaction done by that particular customer with bank. Next is dealing in foreign exchange. A modern banker deals in the foreign exchange, apart from financing the internal trade of the country, also uh, undertake the business of financing the external trade also, international trade also, and changing the country of one country in the changing the currency of one country of into other currency. Means bank deal in the foreign exchange, means it finances international trade in different currencies and according to the preference of customers. Next is underwriting. The term underwriting implies the underwriter. For example, banks and financial institution takes the responsibility that if shares or debentures offered to the public which is not sold, then bank takes the guarantee of it. Bank purchases all the shares if not purchased by public. Means in a simple word, when companies sell their shares first time in the public, so the public is unknown about that particular company, and may happen that the public do not purchase the shares of that particular company. But if the bank gives the guarantee that if the shares first time issued, that is we called it IPO, initial public offering, not purchased by public, then bank gives the guarantee that bank will purchase all the shares which is not sold. So it is called underwriting. The importance of underwriting is, if shares only because of the guarantee of bank, all shares uh, the public prefer to purchase that shares because of the bank guarantee. There is no risk of not purchasing of shares by public. This is another service provided by modern banker, especially to the joint stock companies. Underwriting is in a simple word indicate the guarantee by bank to purchase a new issue of shares. 6 is collection of statistical information. The modern banker collects the statistical information about money market, money banking, trade and commerce, and publishes them periodically through magazines, reports, and other form of medium. Such information is very useful to business community, and it helps them formulate their business policies on the basis of the data published by the bank. Statistical information of banks is also very useful for different database bases, which is further used by researchers also. Last is advice on financial matters. Because of the collection of statistical and business information, the modern banks are fully aware with the latest economic situations in the country and are in the position to provide useful advice to the customers on financial matters and other matters. Bank have expert staff. Bank have expert staff specialized in different area, so bank can provide advice on different areas. So this was the last function of general utility services. With that, bank also cooperate to Reserve Bank of India to implement monetary policy. Monetary policy is the important tool with Reserve Bank of India to regulate the money market. Reserve Bank of India construct the monetary policy, which is very important in the economy, in every economy. The central bank's monetary policy is very important to the economy. So banks cooperate to Reserve Bank of India to implement monetary policy. Again, it cooperate to the government to implement various policy schemes time to time constructed by Government of India and other governments, such as other development banks also, such as NABARD and other banks also, other development banks also. So these are the functions of bank. So that much in this today's lecture. In the next lecture we will discuss the role of banks. So thank you. See you in the next lecture.